Welcome back to Learn to Design with Onshape. My name is Christian Stark, and in this clip I will introduce 3D modeling basics. In the last clip we created the sketch for our GoPro part. We're now ready to extrude the sketch, but before we do that I will briefly outline the various 3D modeling tools available in Onshape to create 3D parts. We will use these tools to add and remove material to create our 3D GoPro part. Lastly, I will explain the elements of a 3D part. To introduce the 3D modeling tools, we will use the sketch created in the previous clip. The top toolbar in Onshape lists all of these tools, which are also often called 3D operations. But let's start with the most commonly used tool, the extrude. Once you tap it, the extrude dialog appears, providing you with various options. You can create either a solid, which requires a closed profile, also called a region. Next, you select if you want to create a new part, add material to an existing part, or remove material from a part, or if you want to intersect with a part. In the third line, you now select the face or faces from which your sketch you want to extrude. The drop-down provides additional options for how to extrude. We now will use the blind option and specify a distance of 15 millimeters. Alternatively, you can tap and drag the arrow next to the sketch faces to set how far to extrude. After you tap the green check mark, the extrusion operation is applied and your part is created. Next, let's use the revolve tool to revolve your sketch around various axes. You'll have the same 3 choices, but now need to select the revolve axis. In the drop-down, you select what kind of revolve to apply. Often you will use full, which is 360 degree, but in our example we'll use a 2-direction revolve, allowing you to provide 2-degree values to specify the opening. Let's just click the various available axes to show the resulting revolved parts. Again, tapping the green check mark will finalize the revolve operation and create the part. The sweep tool works similar, except that you now pick a line, multiple connected lines or curves to sweep the profile along to create your part. The last part operation tool is the loft tool, allowing you to create parts with changing profile shapes. In our example, I use 3 different sketches that live on 3 different planes to create a part from a small rectangle with rounded corners to a large rectangle. This would also allow you to go from a circle to a rectangle or polygon. When CAD designers talk about lofting, they create complex, irregular surfaces or parts such as the hull of a ship or the aerodynamic shape of an automobile. Lofting is an advanced topic for a later module. The next tool in the toolbar is the thicken tool that allows you to add or remove material using a face or surface of an existing part. In our example, I use the top rectangle face of our lofted part. Again, as with the previous tool, you can create a new part, add to an existing, remove from the part, or intersect. The 2 distance values specify the distance to thicken outward and inward to the selected surface or face. The next set of tools all remove material to further shape your part. The fillet tool creates rounded edges and corners. You select the edge or face and specify the radius, and Onshape will remove the sharp edges and corners. The chamfer tool is similar, except it simply flattens the edges. The drop-down provides you various types of chamfer geometry. Equal distance is basically a 45-degree chamfer, allowing you to specify how wide the chamfered surface will be. The draft tool is often used when making models for plastic injection molded parts. It allows you to specify a draft angle for the selected faces. In our example, I selected the outside rectangles of our thickened part. The last tool in this group is the shell tool, allowing you to to hollow out your part by defining a wall thickness. In our case, I selected the top rectangle, which will be removed, and the part will be hollowed to a 5 mm wall thickness. There's one more tool in this group that allows you to drill holes into your part. We'll discuss this at a later time. The next group of tools allow you to combine and split or transform and delete multiple parts. Let's focus on the Boolean tool, using a sphere part inside a cube part to demonstrate the various Boolean operations. The first one is the union operation that combines or merges the sphere and cube into one part. The next operation subtracts the sphere from the cube, resulting in a hollowed cube. Another variation is if you subtract the cube from the sphere, resulting in 6 sphere slices. The last operation is the intersection of the sphere and the cube, resulting in a sphere with 6 sides sliced off. The final tool I want to introduce is the split tool, allowing you to break parts or surfaces into multiple parts or surfaces. In our example, we split our hollowed, lofted part using the front plane into 2 parts. I could now use the delete tool to actually delete one of the halves, but we will skip that for now.